Good morning and welcome back. Time now is 5:13. Here's a live look outside our Valley View Can. Dark and early this morning, but boy, we are starting out very hot. Those temperatures are in the upper 80s and near 90 degrees for many neighborhoods. That excessive heat warning still in play here. Our only exception are for the Sheep Range and for the Spring Mountains. That's where you can find some relief this weekend, but sure to be a very popular spot because it's a holiday weekend. Here's a look at our temperatures right now. Our friends in Boulder City at 81 degrees, 85 right now in Summerlin, and upper 70s for Red Rock. Here's what to expect through the day. Nice and light winds and lots of sunshine, but again, our heat is the main weather concern. We'll see those upper 90s by around 11 a.m. and then 107 degrees by around 3 o'clock. That daytime high of 107. It's just 1 degree shy of the record temperature for this date. So we're going to be watching that closely to see if we actually potentially tie or beat that record. Lows overnight. This is part of the reason we have that excessive heat warning, because we're not seeing a whole lot of relief in these overnight hours. 81 degrees overnight in Anthem, 85 for Sunrise Manor as well as Las Vegas. And from here, we're staying hot. In fact, we're actually climbing up a few degrees. Tomorrow, we're 7 degrees above average at 107. Monday for Labor Day, 110 degrees. And on Tuesday, this looks to be the peak with 12 degrees above average, 111 degrees. So we're also not ruling out the potential for some thunderstorms, particularly through the Colorado River Valley. So if you have any plans to hit the lake through this holiday weekend, you want to make sure you have a way to keep those weather alerts while you're out on the water, because the confidence is low for the potential of storms, but if they do hit, it would be high impact. So Lake Mead is hot with that slight potential. We don't want to rule out completely with mostly sunny skies here and lighter wind speeds. But if you do see a storm, you'll see some really gusty conditions. Mount Charleston will be significantly cooler. You'll see those temperatures in the mid 70s to the low 80s with early morning temps starting in the 60s. And your Labor Day forecast, this will be a concern because when you're dry and hot, of course, that creates fire concerns and a lot of people are going to be grilling. So you want to use caution there. 101 by 3 p.m., 98 through 7 o'clock. And this is a very hot 7-day planner, especially considering this is usually the time of year we start to say, see you later to those triple digits and start to see those 90-degree temps. But instead, we are staying above average the entire week, Rachel, with our overnights staying in the 80s. Welcome back. Time now is 6:39. Here's a look at that excessive heat warning. It's now been expanded to include northwest Arizona, and it's been extended one more day. So we now have until Wednesday evening, but I wouldn't be too surprised if it were extended another day into Thursday. So overall, the headline here is just we have a miserably hot week ahead. High pressure centered over the west, and that's what's bringing all of these heat warnings through not only southern Nevada, but also northern and all throughout California. So today's daytime high of 107, that's about 7 degrees or so above average. We're dry and sunny today. Our temperatures will just keep climbing from here. At least we have a nice sunrise to kick us off on this Sunday over our Vegas skyline, seeing that sun creeping up. Temps now already at 86 degrees. We've actually dropped a few degrees as the sun rises. But 90 already at Lake Mead, 81 for Red Rock, and a nice 66 degrees for Mount Charleston. These temperatures are about 2 to 3 degrees warmer than this time yesterday, and humidity levels are right around 20 to 30% this morning. From here, as we mentioned, we just keep getting warmer. So tomorrow we're at 109 degrees, 10 degrees above average. Typically this time of year, we look for the upper 90s by early September, and by the end of this month, hopefully something to look forward to, we'll see those low 90s and upper 80s. But until then, Tuesday at 111, Wednesday at 109 degrees. So in this heat, you'll really want to take some precautions. Even the long desert dwellers will need to pay attention. You'll want to shift any of those activities for the early morning or late hours. Try to use sunscreen and wear light and loose clothing. Caffeine and alcohol, two things that can dehydrate you, so keep the water handy. 102 degrees by around noontime today, 106 by around 4 o'clock. Lots of sunshine, light winds. It's quiet, it's just hot. We're not ruling out the chance of some isolated thunderstorms moving through Mojave County. So we could see some of those stray showers popping up through Lake Mead, and where you do, you'd see some really gusty winds. But aside from that possibility, we're looking at hot, dry, and mostly calm conditions out on the lake. Lows overnight falling back into the mid-80s, so not a lot of relief overnight, and that continues through the rest of the week here. You're seeing us falling close to the 90-degree territory by Tuesday night. So by Wednesday, once this excessive heat warning expires, we're still looking at some pretty warm temps. Thursday at 108 degrees, but we have some relief on the way. 99 degrees by Friday and 94 by next weekend with some slight storm chances. Rachel? For now, temperatures are at 85 degrees right now in Las Vegas, low 80s for those higher elevation neighborhoods like Centennial Hills and Summerlin, and 85 right now to kick off your morning near Lake Mead. Today's daytime high of 109. We're 10 degrees above average and a few degrees shy of record levels. We're dry with southeast winds staying mostly light throughout the day. The reason behind this heat is this high pressure ridge that's been dominating across the west really over the last week or so, and that's bringing all of the heat advisories through California as well as portions of northern Nevada into Utah and Arizona. So across our region, we're looking at 122 for Death Valley, 110 for Bakersfield, actually hotter than us today. Laughlin at 113 and Fresno at 109 degrees today. So many records potentially shattered as we get through this weekend. Planning out your day today, 102 by around noontime. So earlier the better for any outdoor plans. 109 by around 4 o'clock. And these temperatures, as we mentioned, close to records and well above average by 11 degrees by tomorrow, 10 degrees warmer than average on Wednesday and Thursday. Even as that excessive heat warning has expired, we're still 9 degrees above average. I wanted to show you our next chance of some change. Here's a look at the GFS 7-day model. So, of course, this is very subject to change, but we're watching the possibility of some storms moving into our region. A 10% chance by Friday night as clouds move in. You're looking at overcast conditions on Saturday with the possibility 20% chance of some showers moving through there. And that continues as we get into early next week. So there's some hope as temperatures will take a big tumble back into the double digits by Saturday. That's a pretty big drop from 101 degrees on Friday and 107 on Thursday. Also 96 on Sunday with partly to mostly cloudy skies, and those overnights will also take a pretty nice tumble back into the upper 70s, giving us some relief overnight from this heat. So we have a couple more days to get through, staying safe with these heat advisories in place. Until then, we're looking forward to next weekend.